In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 19, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Philadelphia 76ers versus Brooklyn Nets. In anticipation of a highly anticipated Sunday afternoon clash, the Philadelphia 76ers gear up to face off against their Eastern Conference rivals, the Brooklyn Nets. The matchup is set to be an exciting battle, marking the first of 4 encounters between these two formidable teams within the Atlantic Division. Philadelphia enters the game with newfound momentum, having secured a convincing 126-116 victory on the road against the Atlanta Hawks in the in-season tournament. This win followed a brief 2-game slump, and the 76ers showcased their resilience by overcoming the Hawks as 1.5-point favorites. The dynamic trio of Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, and Tyrese Maxey led the charge, contributing significantly to the team's impressive offensive display. Embiid, in particular, demonstrated his dominance with 32 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists, underscoring his pivotal role in the 76ers' success. On the flip side, the Brooklyn Nets aimed to rebound from a recent road loss to the Miami Heat, where they fell short by a score of 122-115 as 3.5-point underdogs. Despite the setback, the Nets have managed to secure 3 wins in their last 5 games. Mikal Bridges, Lonnie Walker, and Cameron Johnson played key roles in the Nets' offensive efforts, but their defensive struggles, particularly against Jimmy Butler, proved costly. The absence of key players, including Ben Simmons, and the questionable status of Dennis Smith Jr., continue to pose challenges for the Nets, adding an element of uncertainty to their lineup. As the two teams prepare to face each other, the Philadelphia 76ers emerge as the clear front-runners. Their impressive scoring average of 120 points per game, ranking 3rd in the NBA, highlights their offensive prowess led by Joel Embiid's dominant performance. Embiid's combination of skill, agility, and basketball IQ makes him a formidable force on the court, complemented by the scoring prowess of Tyrese Maxey. The 76ers' efficiency extends beyond scoring, with a 6th-ranked field goal percentage of 48.4 and leading the league in free throw accuracy at 86.3%. Defensively, their 4th rank in blocked shots and 11th in steals underscore their ability to disrupt opponents' plays effectively. In terms of recent performance, the 76ers have proven their consistency, winning 8 of their last 9 games by a margin of 4 or more points. Their road record of 3-1 adds to their strength, contrasting with the Nets' 3-3 performance on their home floor. Despite injuries impacting the Nets lineup, Philadelphia remains well positioned to exploit the 19th-ranked defense of the Nets with their 4th most efficient offense in the league. The 76ers' current form, coupled with their historical success against the Nets, further solidifies their position as the preferred choice in this matchup. Joel Embiid's return adds to their offensive firepower, so the Philadelphia 76ers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. The coaching change in Philadelphia, with Nick Nurse at the helm, has brought about a notable shift in playing style, marked by a faster tempo. This adjustment has contributed to the Sixers ranking 11th in tempo, a departure from their previous slower pace. The departure of James Harden has also played a role in this change, eliminating a ball-stopping element and allowing for a more fluid offensive approach. The impact of these changes is reflected in the Sixers going over the total in their last 4 games, showcasing the benefits of their increased pace of play. Both the Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets boast high scoring potential, with Philadelphia ranking 3rd in points per game and Brooklyn showcasing proficiency beyond the arc. Joel Embiid's stellar average of 32 points per game, coupled with Tyrese Maxey's significant contribution, emphasizes the offensive might of the 76ers. On the other hand, the Nets, ranking 11th in points per game and displaying a 38.1% three-point shooting prowess, contribute significantly to the overall scoring potential. The stage is set for an offensive showcase, where strategic execution and scoring prowess from both teams are likely to surpass the projected total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Pistons versus Toronto Raptors. The upcoming matchup between the Detroit Pistons and the Toronto Raptors promises an intriguing clash on Sunday as both teams seek redemption from recent losses. The Pistons find themselves in a dire situation, grappling with a discouraging 10-game losing streak, with their most recent setback being a 108-100 defeat at the hands of the Cleveland Cavaliers during a challenging in-season tournament. Cade Cunningham displayed commendable leadership, contributing 20 points and 8 assists, but the team's struggles were evident as they shot 42% from the field and a mere 9 of 35 from beyond the arc. On the flip side, the Toronto Raptors, despite a more favorable recent record, suffered a narrow 108-105 loss to the Boston Celtics in their first in-season tournament game. Dennis Schroeder's 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists showcased individual brilliance, yet the Raptors fell short in the final minutes, getting outscored 7-2. As both teams approach this clash, the Pistons remain handicapped by the absence of key players such as Jalen Duren, Joe Harris, Monty Morris, and Isaiah Livers, while the Raptors will miss the contributions of Christian Koloko and Thaddeus Young. Analyzing their recent performances, the Raptors have encountered offensive struggles, failing to breach the 110-point mark in their last 3 games. However, their ability to capitalize on free throw opportunities, boasting a conversion rate of over 76%, and their aggressive offensive rebounding, averaging more than 15 offensive boards in the last 3 games, offer avenues for increased scoring chances. On the other hand, the Pistons' defensive woes have worsened, conceding over 117 points per game in their recent 3-game stretch, setting the stage for a challenging encounter against the Raptors. Detroit's offensive deficiencies come to the forefront, scoring less than 110 points per game and lacking prowess on the boards, with the Raptors showcasing defensive resilience at home, holding opponents to under 110 points per game. The Pistons face an uphill battle. Additionally, Toronto's ability to generate steals, averaging more than 8 per game in their last 3 outings, poses a threat to Detroit's ball security issues. Despite the Raptors' offensive struggles, their solid defensive performance at home becomes a pivotal factor against a struggling Pistons offense. The season narrative paints Detroit as the league's weakest link, while Toronto, despite firing head coach Nick Nurse in pursuit of offensive success, faces ongoing offensive challenges. The Raptors' slow starts persist as a concern, but against a struggling Pistons team, they have a favorable opportunity to secure a much-needed victory. Considering the recent form and dynamics of both teams, the Raptors emerge as the stronger contender. The Pistons' 10-game losing streak and their reliance on Cunningham for scoring reinforce the notion that Toronto holds a considerable advantage. The Raptors' competitive showing against the Celtics further solidifies their position as the favorites in this matchup. The Pistons' offensive struggles and the Raptors' defensive prowess set the stage for a convincing Toronto win, so the Toronto Raptors to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. Delving into the defensive aspect, both teams have demonstrated moments of solidity. Detroit, with a record of 5-8 in hitting the under this season, faces a daunting challenge against Toronto's effective defensive play. The Raptors, boasting a 7-5 record in hitting the under, particularly shine in home games with a 4-3 record. The contrasting offensive efficiencies and paces of play for both teams indicate a slower-paced game, with the Raptors likely dictating the tempo. With Detroit's offensive struggles and Toronto's measured approach, expect a game marked by defensive prowess and missed opportunities. Anticipate a low-scoring affair where both teams grapple with shooting inefficiencies. Under the projected total is our full-game total pick. Orlando Magic versus Indiana Pacers. The upcoming clash between the Orlando Magic and the Indiana Pacers in Indianapolis is set to be a compelling matchup, marking their first meeting of the season. Orlando, riding the momentum of 2 consecutive wins in Chicago, showcased their resilience and prowess in their latest triumph over the Bulls, securing a hard-fought 103-97 victory while defying the odds as plus 3.5 underdogs. Meanwhile, the Pacers, who last saw action on Tuesday, emerged triumphant on the road against the Philadelphia 76ers with a 132-126 win, surpassing expectations as plus 6.5 underdogs. The Orlando Magic enter this game with a commendable 3 victories in their last 4 outings, exhibiting a promising trend that positions them for a potential 3rd consecutive win. In their recent clash with the Bulls, Franz Wagner spearheaded the charge with 21 points, supported by Jonathan Isaac's impactful 18 points and 9 rebounds off the bench. The Magic, boasting a 48% field goal percentage and 11 of 34 from beyond the arc, underscored the significance of their defensive prowess, limiting the Bulls to a mere 36 points in the first half and securing a 20-point lead, ultimately sealing the win with a 7-0 run in the final 20.1 seconds. Conversely, the Indiana Pacers arrive at this matchup in splendid form, notching 4 wins in their last 5 games. In their latest clash with the 76ers, Tyrese Halliburton delivered a standout performance with 33 points, 7 rebounds, and 15 assists, guiding the Pacers to a 132-126 road victory. Despite facing a momentary challenge when relinquishing a 13-point lead, the Pacers regrouped emphatically in the fourth quarter, amassing 37 points to secure a statement win. In the previous season, the Pacers held a 3-1 advantage in straight-up victories over the Magic, with a 2-2 against the spread record. Over the past 10 encounters, the Pacers boast a 7-3 straight-up record, while the Magic hold a 6-4 against the spread record. Notably, the Pacers are 3-2 against the spread in their last 5 meetings. Examining the offensive dynamics, the Pacers have showcased their prowess, averaging 134 points per game in their last 5 outings. Despite the Magic's commendable defensive efforts, having faced only 2 of the top 6 offenses in the league, they conceded an average of 118.5 points against Dallas and Atlanta. The Pacers, undefeated in their last 3 home games, exhibit a 19.7 average margin of victory, setting the stage for a potentially high-scoring affair. Analyzing the matchup, the Magic's strength lies in defending around the rim, while the Pacers excel in mid-range and three-point shooting. Despite being outscored in the paint in their last game against Philadelphia, the Pacers still managed to amass 132 points, showcasing their versatility and ability to adapt to varying game scenarios. On the defensive front, the Pacers appear well-equipped to contain the Magic, who rank 27th in effective field goal percentage. Orlando's offensive struggles, particularly from mid-range and beyond the arc, play into the hands of the Pacers, known for their robust defense in these areas. In a clash between one of the league's top offenses and a formidable defense, the preference leans towards the offensive juggernaut, so the Indiana Pacers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. The over has prevailed in 6 out of the last 10 meetings between these teams and in 4 out of the last 6 encounters. Orlando, despite having 3 of their last 4 games go under the total, has witnessed the under-hitting in 8 out of 12 games this season. Conversely, the Pacers have leaned towards high-scoring affairs, with the over prevailing in 7 out of their last 7 games. Indiana's offensive prowess, averaging 94.9 field goal attempts per game, coupled with a tendency to allow over 120 points on 6 occasions, sets the stage for a potentially high-scoring matchup. Additionally, the pace of play favors the Pacers, ranked 2nd, while Orlando sits at a respectable 19th. With the Magic being the fastest-paced team in the league, facing one of the worst defensive teams in the Pacers, the conditions are ripe for a game that surpasses the projected total. Over the projected total is our full-game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.